always some bullshit. Every day. Every day, there's always some fucking bullshit. I just deal with it, unlike some people. I don't let shit get to me like that. One thing about Marky, I ain't gonna let this shit get to me. You know what I mean? It ain't getting to me. I'll be winning anyway. Fuck it. Fuck it. In that bucket. Hey, Teresa. How you doing? Finally, I have time to go live. It's been a long day. I had to go. My sister goes away tomorrow, so I had to go talk to her, find out when we're going to the airport. While she's away, I gotta do certain things. Fucking crazy shit. The retrograde is supposed to be over, and it seems like it's still going. It really is. All right, cool, no problem. I'll take care of her when she comes in. No problem. I'll be here for a while, so no worries. Take your time. Mm. That's what I wanted to check. Shit. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I leave it on subscribers mode for 5 minutes, so it's not that long. It's all right. 5 minutes goes by fast. I've already been on here for 4 minutes at most. All right. I need to check something anyway. See if Amazon has this thing that I need. They do. Yes, they do have it. Yay. I'm gonna get it. On TikTok, they posted this tool that you use to splice wires and cut wires for electricians. And I've never seen a pair of pliers like this in my life. It's got all the things that I need, and I actually see it on Amazon Prime, and I'm gonna get it. Hell yeah. It's cheap too, only $25. And it tests wires and everything. It's like an all-in-one tool. It's exactly what I need. That's why I love TikTok. They always show you some cool shit. Amazon always has it. Oh, hey, Brittany. How you doing? Welcome. How you doing? You good? Don't mind me. I'm just talking to myself. And thank you for my reading yesterday. That was it's interesting. I don't really get love readings and all that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna do a reading for Brittany. If she wants one, I'll give her one. Just if you want a general or you want to ask a specific question, whatever you want, Marky at your service. But yeah, that was I haven't had a love reading in a long time, so I said let me try a love reading, and it was I liked the box with all the little messages in there. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I need to go rewatch it back and write down a few things. That's what I gotta do. I gotta go watch it back and then write down the things that I need to check out. Well, a friend of a friend is a friend, so it's all good. Teresa always pays it forward for a lot of people, so I paid it forward for you, and it's not a problem. It's all good. Marley is a good friend of mine, and she's a very good reader. And there's not too many good readers that I know and trust, and I only send people, to people that I trust and people who I get to know, obviously, you know. So I like everybody to be a big family and to help each other and be there for each other and things like that. So it's all good. That's good. We need more. We need more kind souls around, kind people. Because when I first came on here 6 years ago, uh, a lot of people didn't. They said they wanted to be, a community, a tarot community, and a tarot family, but they all turned and were jealous and weird and based their life on money too much. So I had to get away from those people and break away. And now I have pretty much all good people now. So it's good. Every now and then you got to get rid of somebody, but that's a part of life. People come and go, people get replaced. Yep. They get too carried away. They want to bombard you and suffocate you with their life. I don't like when people like get readings every single day and it's an obsession and an addiction, and you shouldn't do that. And spirit don't want you to read for people like that all the time, because it's like, I mean, some people do it in a disrespectful way, and some people can do it and be okay, and that's the difference. Because I do have people that come to me almost every day, but they're respectful. And I out of respect, I tell them, hey, you shouldn't do it. And they don't care. They're going to do it anyway. And I said, okay, you can do it. But just remember, I warned you and I told you that it's not good. You do whatever you want. It's your money, your life. And I just warned them that it's not good to do. So when something don't happen, don't blame me. Blame yourself. So, we all have to go through it eventually. But it can be very addictive to people. And I try and tell people, look, don't do it. You know? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And that's a good thing that you do that, because spirit will respect you more, Brittany, and spirit will say, hey, Brittany had the, had to tell these people, look, don't do this, and just don't do it and step away from it, like take a break. But you can tell that person whatever you want. That person's gonna say, okay, well, you're not gonna read for me. I'm gonna go find somebody else, and that's okay. Let them go bother somebody else. At least that person ain't dealing with you no more. And that's what I tell people. I can tell you whatever you want. You're still gonna go to somebody else. I know you are, because you're an addict and you want to get multiple readings and you want to hear multiple bullshit every day. But you shouldn't be that way. And this is my opinion, by the way. I just feel this is my opinion, and some people don't like it, and some people get mad at me, and some readers get mad too. They're like, "Oh, who cares? Take their money, fuck them." And I'm like, "Well, you can, but I'm not going to, because I don't care for that. I'm not here to like add to somebody's addiction. Hell no. That's like giving another person another beer or another shot and they're drunk already. You know, that's exactly what it is. But anyway, that's how it goes for some of us, you know. Well, DB, I tell you what, I tell people that every day. I say to a lot of people, look, you don't need a reading. Just go with your intuition. Go with what you feel. Just, if you believe in God, just believe God's got your back and he's going to make everything, just leave it in his hands. Leave it in spirit's hands if you don't believe in God. Believe that your ancestors have got your back. Just let your life live. Like go with the flow. But some people just have to know every last damn thing. You know? But the thing is, people's intuition can be bad and be good, and people just don't want to listen to their intuition. They have intuition. Everybody, I believe, has it, but they just ignore it and they don't want to deal with it. People are ignorant. They they just don't want to be what they want to be. They want to be victim, and they want to have something to do and something to talk about and something to react about, and something to like they know what they got to do. If you're a human being and you've been in this world for at least 30 to 40 years, you know what the hell you have to do. You don't need a damn reading. You can do it yourself. You can do whatever you want to do. You have free will. Free will is better than any reading you can get. And that's my opinion. Like I said, I'm not a know-it-all. I just like to tell people what I think from my experiences of being in this earth for these amount of years. Yeah, setting boundaries is good, but you know what, Brittany? I'll tell you about setting boundaries with certain people that are addicts. They're gonna get another handle, another name, right? Like your name is Aura Divine Tarot, right? And you're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna come on as Brittany number 4, you know? And I'm gonna say, and I say if I don't even know your name, right? And you come and I send you, I get rid of your account that you have now, and you come back as another account. You can come back as, Star Tarot or some other fucking name, like, or Brittany likes whatever, So that's the thing. People are going to, if they're addicted enough, they're gonna come back under a different name and a different way and different situations. So it's like you set boundaries with one person, they'll try and come back as a different name or a different person. It's happened to me plenty of times on here. But then when I figure out, I'm like, okay, buy again, buy to your third account. Hey Marilyn, how you doing? Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, exactly. I totally get you right on that. And that's what I do now. I promised myself this year that I'm just gonna leave these people alone and let them do whatever they want. If that's what they want to do, I'm gonna respect them as long as they respect me. That's it. Like I said, people can get readings all the time. It's your choice. It's your free will, and it's my free will to deal with you. As long as you're not disrespecting me, then we're good. You can do whatever you want. It's fine. Just don't disrespect me, and I'm not gonna disrespect you. And that's it. Hey Maria, I'm good. Thanks. How are you? How you doing, Marilyn? All right. So I'm gonna give Brittany and DB a reading. I'll give you guys a reading each, and we'll go from there. I'll take care of you guys before it gets busy. Hey Dan, how you doing, brother? All right, so I'm gonna start with Brittany first, and then I'll get to DB after. All right, sure, no problem, Brittany. All right. All right. Hey, that's good, Dan. That's a good thing. Just imagine having an extra one. You'd be more blessed. All right. So, Brittany, for the rest of this month in general, I would say that you might be worried about your finances, or you might be worried about, uh, or you might fear like something will go wrong with your finances. So if you're depending on a certain amount of money coming your way, you might fear whether or not you're getting it, or you might have to pay for something unexpectedly, and you're like, shit, I got to pay for this now. I wasn't expecting to pay for this, and now I'm fearing like, how the heck am I going to pay for all of this shit before the end of the month? So it could be a situation where if you took a chance on something and you gambled on something, and you if money wise it might not come through, right? But if you hold on to what you have and not spend money on unnecessary things, then you'll be fine, right? They say save some for a rainy day, so you got to save some money in order to be, not have that financial fear, right? Um, so try not to be very generous with your money, or be generous with like your time or your efforts with certain people who are like people who are trying to hoard your time, trying to take every minute of your life and every minute of your day. um, but the future and the rest of this month holds opportunities where you can, make up for lost money or lost time or anything like that. Um, so try not to spend as much as try not to overspend this month for the rest of this month. 'Cause at the end of the day, you have bills to pay, so try not to buy anything or spend money on anything that you don't do. But in the future, it says that you'll have opportunities to make more money. You'll have opportunities to do what you got to do. It'll shortly arrive, and you'll get what you want. But try not to make any plans, because I say on here, you plan, God laughs. So sometimes you plan, and it's like shit, like, you shouldn't have planned this because I have other plans for you. But you also have to make the effort. You got to be willing to make the necessary effort. You can't be preoccupied with your ego or like the way you are. Like, try not to think that, try to believe more that it's all gonna come about. I don't know if you're a believer in God or whatever you believe in, spirit or whatever your belief is, but leave your put your belief into more of yourself and God Himself, and spirit. Put all your belief in them, but you have to make the sacrifice. You got to sacrifice. You can't just sit on your ass all day and expect money to come on and just slap you in the face. You got to put in the work. Like, for instance, you were online for a long time yesterday, putting in the work, trying to get, trying to get paid, right? And trying to do your thing. Even in your daily life, whatever your job is, try not to have like a negative outlook on shit, I'm working and like I'm not even making as much as I want to, or just try and like not dwell on it, and then just understand that it'll just fall into your lap and it's ready to do so. Hey Sophie, how you doing? Like, I see your finances getting a bit better. Like, you might have an opportunity, like a man might actually offer, or like give you some type of proposal. Like, so if you're waiting for an offer from someone, you know if you're waiting for an offer from a man, it could be like a man that's young, and he's gonna offer you an opportunity. He might invite you, or he might give you like a proposal and say, hey, look, the challenge is this and this, right? So if you're ready for this challenge, Brittany, I'm gonna give it to you. So if you've been waiting for someone to come to you and to give you some type of request or challenge or a proposal, you'll get this soon. But the thing is whatever this is, it's telling me that you're gonna have a conflict of interest. There's gonna be something where you're gonna be like, well, I don't really want to do this, but maybe I should. It's unexpected. It might be a setback. I'm kind of like, I need this, but I don't know if I should. But it's telling me you can trust this person that's about to approach you and give you this advancement or this proposal or proposition. You know, this person is going to offer something to you, but I think that you would rather be alone and not deal with this, or you feel like you can't understand other people and you'd rather just do what you're doing now because you're comfortable. So I don't know if this is making like sense as far as this like proposal from this person or this proposition you might get from this guy. And it could be like Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Doesn't have to be. But I got the Knight of Cups, and this person is gonna like offer you a situation where you would have to change some things in your life in order to get it. But it looks like it'll be worth it. But you kind of say to yourself, well, I don't really need this. I want it. It'd be nice, but I rather like not work with other people because I can't work with other people because they fucking annoy me. you know? So if you're the type of person you just want to do you and you're comfortable with how you live and how you work, then that's okay. But if somebody tries to offer you something, like there might be a good proposition, but you might have to like think about it. And then you're going to be doubtful and suspicious of whether or not you can trust this person. But they come out upright, but it's more of you taking it on or not, you know? So it's really up to you on how you approach the approached, the approacher, you know? But it seems like you're going to be like, I don't really want to work with other people right now, but you might have difficulty in understanding people and like wanting to be alone and be like, you know what, I'm cool. Like, I don't really want to deal with too much bullshit. I'm gonna like, be a loner and just do things on my own and see how it goes from there. So if you're ready, so my advice is from looking at what I see, my advice is if whatever you're doing is working, then leave well enough alone. But if you get a proposition from this person, they could be like, okay, you know, you might be like, okay, maybe I'll try it and see where it goes. And then you'll be able to pull back from it and say, nah, I'm good. I don't really want to do this. Or you might be like, you know what? It's not that bad. I might just end up doing it anyway and just, it'll be something extra for me to think about. So, and this, all because it's a general reading, it also could be like a guy, if you're single, it could be a guy that tries to ask you out and you're like, nah, bro, I'm good. Like you're too young, or I don't really want to date you, or, I'm not really wanting to date you like that, or whatever your preference is. This person might come across as, somebody who's charming and you might look at him, but then you'd be like, nah, I'm good. I just want to be by myself. So in a love sense, I would say you might be asked out, or you might, something like that. And if you're in a relationship, then this just says that the person you're with wants to do more with you, but they rather like, yeah. Okay, congrats. So maybe he's gonna propose to you, and you're gonna be like, holy shit, I wasn't expecting this. Because the Knight of Cups is somebody who can propose to you, and you're gonna be like, I'm not expecting this shit to happen, right? And then you're gonna be like, uh, what do I say, yes or what? So I don't know if you have any doubts or anything, but I would say that that can happen too, because he doesn't want you to think that he doesn't want that to happen. So that could be that too. It could be that too. So yeah. So because you have the boyfriend of 3 years already, that can be the next thing that he thinks. But he might not be. He might think that, maybe she won't say yes, or maybe it's going to take a little more for me to get a yes out of her. Ah, okay. So that makes sense. So that means because it's a general reading, I'm trying to like see, other things, right? But so he says he's been getting super clingy and way more loving. Ah, see. So that's probably it then. So he might offer more. So that Knight of Cups tells me that he's going to be more clingy. He's going to offer more. He might even think about proposing, or he might even think about like, what's my next move? Because if I don't step up, I'm not going to get. She might say, "Fuck you, I'm gone." You know, but that could be the nervousness or whatever. That could be that too. But I think he's going to offer more to you. If it's not a proposal, like like a ring or anything, it could be like maybe moving in, officially or something. If you're not moved in, it could be a lot of things. Yeah. All right, DB, you're next. Yeah. So it could be all of those things I said. Just take whatever resonates. As you know, it's a general reading, so it could mean a lot of things. Could be a job proposal. Could be like him trying to, be more clingy and way more loving. Because the Knight of Cups, they're more charming and they want to do more things and they want to show you how much they love you and all that shit. You know how it goes. You're welcome, Brittany, anytime. Thanks, Sophie. I appreciate it. All right, guys. I got DB next, and then I got Marilyn, and then Maria. All right. Thanks, Maria. You guys ain't gotta glaze me like that. Oh, hey, Lucky, I didn't even see you. What's up, pain in the ass? You good? If I missed anybody else in the chat, my bad. I'm just doing readings right now. Trying not to miss anybody. I don't want anybody to get offended. Mark's not speaking to me. All right. All right, DB, you said, will I ever get my divorce so my financial situation will get better? Now you're saying the right thing. Good girl. All right, DB wants to know. So, DB, what I'm getting is if you communicate a lot and you do what you have to do to get this divorce dealt with, right? It can happen by the end of the year. Because I asked from now to the end of the year, will your divorce be dealt with? And it says yes, but you have to do a lot of communication. And you might have to like call a truce and to whoever you're married to and say, hey, look, this is the situation. I want this shit done now. And it's telling me that in the future this can happen, which means, as soon as you communicate more, as soon as you make more decisions, as soon as you have to make these decisions, then you can make it happen. Well, I guess that's why I got the communication part, because it's telling me the more you communicate, the more you'll get what you want. So he won't communicate with you. But have you gone through like lawyers and stuff? Because once you go through a lawyer, they can get something, they can obviously do something about it if the person can communicate through a lawyer instead of you. But I don't know how all that stuff works, but I know my siblings have been through divorces, but they've had communication and mutual, separations. But the only way it's gonna get settled is if there's more communication, and you're telling me he won't communicate, so that makes sense because I'm getting the only way it's gonna get settled is if there's more communication. All right, let me see. Ah, so you came to an agreement, you went to court, judge granted everything, then 6 months later he hired an attorney and said he wasn't he wasn't going to go by the agreement. That's bullshit. Right. Hmm. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why the heck would you agree to shit and then disagree to it? That don't make no sense. But I'm getting that he's going to finally settle this before the year is out. I'm still getting a yes. Even though he's being an ass, I still feel like he's going to get it done. Or there's something that you can do to get it done. But I know you said you don't have the money to pay for the attorney. But it's still telling me that from now until the end of the year, it will be done. It will be settled and it will be done. So I'm still getting a yes either way that it will be, the divorce will be finalized for sure. Hey, Destiny, how are you, sweetheart? You good? You talked to this paralegal and she said next step is a trial, and I said good, bring it on. Oh, there you go. Yeah. I don't see like your finances getting better. I see it being the same. That's the only issue I see is like until you get this divorce, your finances are still going to be like up on the up and down. It'll be good one day, bad the next. I don't see the financial part getting better until you get this all dealt with. Well, there you go. So I would say go with that. Yeah. Yeah. See, I get yes. I get yes that this paralegal is gonna help you get what you need. Like you're gonna get victory out of this. It's gonna be you're gonna take a hit with money, and money is not gonna be stable until this all goes away. So from now until the end of the year, it still looks like your finances are not going to be that great until this gets solved. But the good thing is whatever job you currently have, you'll be able to keep that job and still make good money, because it's telling me here that you make a lot of personal effort with your job, you know. Yeah, yeah. Slay. So what I'm getting, DB, is even though your finances are not going to be that great, whatever job you have now, your personal effort at work and the way you work and what you are to that company you work for, they got your back. Like, they know that you're good at what you do and all that type of stuff. So at least you're gonna have a job. At least your job is secure, and you'll be able to make money and have enough to do what you have to do. Hey Tanya, how you doing? So if you felt that from her after you told her everything, then she's gonna take care of it. She'll be able to help you, and it will happen before the end of this year. So you got August, September, October, November, December. You got 5 months to sort this all out, and it will. It looks like it will get finally sorted out. So that must say that, right. So if you have you ever thought about filing for any kind of disability or working online? Because it's telling me about a job that you can get, that you can have, and will help you. So maybe that's what it is. So if you don't have a current job, then it's telling me that you can get one and be very good at it if you put the personal effort into it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, yeah. But if you were thinking about like having a remote job or anything like that that you can do at home, it's telling me that if you put in the personal effort, you can get it. Or if you maybe filed for disability, you'd probably get it. So if it isn't the disability, then it must be a job. Then, even though people are can't work physically, you can always work online. There's always remote jobs. So if you want to, it's up to you. But it's telling me like I got the work card, so that tells me you'll be able to work if you really want to help with the finances and help with the bills and everything. Yeah. So if the disability thing can't be done, I'm not really getting a disability thing. I'm getting a job. So if you want to go and work remotely, I don't know how computer savvy you are, but you're on here. So if you it's telling me if you were to look for a job, it'll bring more effort and more. If you put in the effort to get a job, it'll help you with all of this. It'll help you get the process done faster. Sometimes we have to make serious sacrifices in order to get what we really want. So that's what the cards are telling me. Ah, okay. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Because so that makes sense then. Yeah. But like I said, I'm not outright telling you, go get a damn job. All I'm saying is like, if you wanted to work, the option is there. It's saying that the option is there for you to work. And if you put in the personal effort, the effort will be met to you where you're going to be fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I wanted to tell you that, because it came up in the cards, and you'll benefit from it very much so. So it'll make you feel it won't make you feel so uneasy and anxiety. Because if that's an issue with finances, then it's saying that if you were to put in the personal effort and commitment to a job, or to a remote job or something like that, you'd be fine. You know what I mean? And so yeah, if you want to do that, go for it. That's what I would say. Yeah. All right, DB. I wish you the best. Hope everything works out for you, and we'll go from there. All right. Next, I have Marilyn. Guys, be patient. I got a few people in line here, and I'll get to you when I get to you. You know how it goes. All right. So, Marilyn, you said, thanks for the super chat. You said, has. All right, let me check. You're welcome, DB. No problem. Anytime. You good, Lisa? Good to hear. How your Papi Chulo's doing? I'm good. Hey, Marley. What's going on? Sorry, I never made it back in your chat. I had to talk to my sister, and she was talking my damn ear off because she leaves for business tomorrow. So we had to sort all this shit out. Today's been one of those days where I'm almost glad it's over. It's been annoying, busy, and good at the same time. Marilyn, what I'm getting is they have read the what did you say here? Yeah, they have read the script. So I'm gonna find out what their opinion of it is. Slay Queen. What do they think about this script? 1, 2. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Maria. And I have to be your Marky Chulo. Okay, Marilyn, I would say that SLR thinks that it's not a good plan or not a good script as much as they want it to be, or they don't really think it's that great. If it's something to do with money, then they think it'll bring money or it'll make money, but they're still kind of like up and down with it. They're still kind of like, eh. But they think that the script will work and that it'll be fine, but they would rather put their own touches into it, or they want to put their suggestions in, and they don't know how you're going to take that. So they're wondering if you're going to reject some type of offer with the script or say something about the script that you might not like. So I would say it's like a 50-50 thing. They think about the script. It's like they like it, but they want to change it, or they think that if they do certain things, it'll make it better. So if they have something to do with changing the script, or giving you like information about or telling you what they think, then it might make some type of like conflict between both of you. So I would say like, nah, they're kind of 50-50 on it. They're not really sold on it, but I think that they want to talk to you about it, but they don't know how they're going to talk to you about it without, having any conflict. That's what I would say. But if it's something to do with making money off the script, then I would say they're fine with that, or it being a success or something like that. Marky Chulo. Right, yeah. So if she wants to make changes, I would say the changes will be good, but she doesn't want to offend you with the changes. So I would say it looks good. You know what I mean? But she's worried about if you would accept the changes. Yeah. It's good. It's nothing bad. Yeah. So if you're okay with her changing things and you accept the changes, then you guys should be fine. That's what I would say. All right, next is pain in the ass Maria. Okay. My mommy Maria. I got Maria, then Lisa, and then Destiny. All right, that's the next three I got here. So I got pain in the ass, then Lisa, then Destiny. I got Slate Queen. Slate Queen, you're third. Okay. And thanks, guys, for the donation. I appreciate it. I'll get to you. We all slaying in here, right? Marley, he said me and Gator did a press assignment called it Please Send Weed. That's good. It'll keep you going. You don't want no weed, and everything is gonna go backwards. Holy shit, it's Nina. How you doing? Nina. Well, that's the thing. A lot of men, you know, I personally don't want to date an older woman. I don't. Like, I'm 48. I don't want to date like a 60-year-old. Hell no. She ain't no damn use to me. Unless she's like a firecracker and she just, wants to spin on the D or something. That's different. But oh, hell no. Well, if she's got life insurance and she puts me in her will and shit, and that's different. Like, that's cool. But I don't want no, like, I don't want nobody that older. I mean, it's not if you're 60, you're not. Oh, I know some banging 60-year-olds. I know some 60-year-olds where I look at them, I'm like, damn, you was probably a firecracker about 20 years ago. DB says, hey, I'm 61, damn it. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to raise no damn baby. Honestly, I have like an age discrepancy type of mentality. Like, I've always been that way. Like, I'm 48, so I don't want to date. I don't want to date a woman that's 60, right? Because she's way older than me, and I don't want that. I always want to date someone younger than me, but it doesn't have to be like super young. Like, I don't want to date a 30-year-old. That's too damn young. You know, that ain't happening because we're 18. If we're 18 years apart, by the time I reach, 70, you're still like 52. And you can still leave my old ass taking Viagra, and go get some other younger guy, like, especially if you're looking good, you know. Oh, see, there you go. See, so I don't want to deal with all that shit. So I'm 40. I'm 48. I go 49 in February, and if I were to date like somebody over 40, I'll be happy. If you're 40 and up, I'll be happier because that way you're close to my age. We have more in common. We're more of the same age bracket, the same year. We've been born in the 70s, shit like that. Like, no problem, Teresa. Thanks. Yeah, exactly. I'm having trouble doing things now. Shit. If I got a young ass woman, she's gonna wanna like she's gonna wanna do a lot of things I can't do now. It's gonna make it boring. I would love to date somebody at least 40 years and over. My limit is 10 years difference. So if she's like 38, I wouldn't mind. But I'll keep my eye on her ass. I'll be like, you're 10 years younger than me. Gotta watch out for you. You might be looking at damn younger guys. But I can't date nobody in their 30 like 30 years old or 18 years younger than me. 10 years is my limit. But I definitely don't want nobody older than me. That's for sure. I don't want to be looking like you and my auntie and shit. I'd be like, hey, Mark, I saw you with that older lady. Who's that? Oh, that's my auntie. Oh, okay, bro. Cool, cool. I'd be like, shit. Hey, how are you? I saw you with Mark the other day. He said you're his auntie. I'm his girlfriend. Mark, did you tell this guy I was your auntie? Yes, baby. I don't want nobody to know my business. I ain't gonna tell him you're my girlfriend. He probably want to take you from me. No, you're just saying that, you asshole. I'll be like, oh shit, I got caught. Hey, Fever, how you doing, bro? All right, let me stop talking shit. All right, so Maria, you said you want a journal. For me. His birth. Oh yeah, I see. So his boss wants to start trouble then. Fucker. All right. All right. Let's see what's going on. Oh shit. All right. All right. So Maria, what I'm getting is it looks like Walter has some plans for the holidays So I would say that the next holiday is when, like September or first week of September, right? Is Labor Day or whatever it's called. Maybe he's gonna run some plans through you and say, "Hey, for Labor Day, I need to get away from everybody. Let's go and have like some fun on a holiday or something." So that's the first thing I get here. That he might talk to you this week about what your plan's gonna be for the holiday because he wants to probably spend it with you. Okay, so I do see a lot of communication, a lot of talking back and forth. So if you guys are messaging each other all day, that's going to continue all week. And he's going to be able to handle matters and feel very, he enjoys when you text him and talk shit to him, call him Walter Chulo and Papi Chulo, and, how you send kisses in here to him and to me, things like that. He likes all that shit. So keep sending him messages. He enjoys it. He likes it. Um, but he's gonna also talk to you and message you about handling things, or like going on a vacation with him for a weekend on maybe next month when the next holiday comes. Or he might just say, "Hey, let's do something on the weekend and have a good time." It doesn't have to be a holiday, but or it might be a party. He might say, "Hey, look, I got invited to go to a party, and I want us to go to this party together." So he might tell you that. He might say, "Let's go to a party." Otherwise, that it looks like he's very cautious about making decisions when it comes to people because he thinks people are trying to trick him. Could be his boss trying to trick him. Getting involved in his life. Making things complex and making and like trying to like do shit to get their own personal gain. But it looks like he's gonna benefit from something this week, and he's gonna be happier with money. So it looks like he's gonna get like a favor from somebody, or he's gonna profit off of something. He's gonna get some type of improvement with money, so he might feel a little better. So that's what I get as far as like what's gonna happen this week. I just told you, woman, you don't listen to me. I just said that if this isn't a holiday, he's gonna talk to you a lot about hanging out this weekend. You don't listen to anything I said. Look, you're looking at me and my mouth move, and you're like, "Oh my God, Walter." Oh shit, Mark's talking to me. Wait a minute. You're like, "Oh, Walter, my baby, my puppy chulo." I don't hear Mark say anything. I'm just gonna think about Walter. Slay. See, she ain't paid me no mind. I told you. What am I gonna do? This pain in the ass. Well, all you gotta do is keep it professional and make sure nothing happens. That's probably what it is. You're right. You're right, Destiny. You're right. Mm, I see. So Maria, I asked about the boss, right? And what is his goal, right? He's gonna listen to me now. You gotta listen to what I'm gonna tell you, okay? No fucking around. So I asked about the boss and how and what is his goal when it comes with you, right? When it comes to you, he's trying to like he's very overwhelmed when he's around you, and he wants to face the reality that nothing's gonna happen between you and him, right? But he's gonna be over kind to you. He's gonna be kind to you. He's gonna flirt with you. He's gonna try and get you in a vulnerable state. He's gonna like make sure that he finds out one day when he's praying for the day that you're mad at Walter, and he can like slip in and say something and get you to talk to him and do shit. But he doesn't want to make a mistake, you know, But he's gonna be very generous and kind, and he's gonna wait for for you to be vulnerable. So be careful. He's gonna try and start shit, or he's gonna keep trying to get you to think like he might even offer you like a coffee or something like that. He might say, "Hey, I'm gonna go get a coffee. Would you like one?" Say, "No, no, no, thanks. I'm good." Don't accept anything from him, okay? Especially a drink. Don't get nothing from that guy. Even if he brings it to you, just say, "Oh no, no, I'm good. I'm good." He's like, "Oh yeah, go ahead, go ahead." And he's like, "Nah, I'm good." Just don't accept anything from him because he's gonna offer you something, and whatever he offers you is not good. So I'm not saying that he's gonna put something in your drink or anything like that, but try not to you know what I mean? Because he's gonna try and give you something, so that way Walter can see what you have, and maybe Walter might say, "Hey, where'd you get that from?" "Oh, your boss gave it to me." And then Walter's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" You know? And then hell's gonna break loose. So try not to accept anything from him, because he's gonna be very kind and very generous, but he's doing it for the wrong reasons. All right. And he doesn't like Walter because Walter is very mature and responsible, and he knows that people rely on Walter, and he does his job, and he's very dedicated to it, and he's very organized, and he knows what he's doing, and he's dependable. So he doesn't like Walter because he's doing his shit. He wants to try and see if Walter will fuck up, or you, to take advantage of it. So yeah, I do get asshole energy here. The Hierophant reversed, which is an older guy acting crazy. So yeah. Yeah, he knows. Of course he knows. Just keep him informed. That's all. That's all you gotta do. You're fine. I don't see nothing bad between you and Walter. It's just that dickhead acting crazy. All right. And like I said, just watch out for the boss because he's like a sleazeball. Yeah, of course. You're good. Don't worry. You'll be all right. Okay. Lisa, you're next. Then after Lisa, I have Miss Destiny. Destiny. Mm, 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 mm. And then after that, I got Marley. If you're here, Teresa paid for a reading for you. Miss Destiny. Yes. You're welcome, Maria. No problem. I don't know what I told you. I didn't do nothing for you next week. I told you got to think positive. You always try and put words in my mouth. I told you to think positive. Think positive so positive things happen. No problem. You can think. Just don't burn. Don't blow a fuse. Yes, Teresa's a sweetheart. She's a good person. Not too many good people in this world, but Teresa's one of them. She learned from the best. See, look, you see this lucky look. Stay positive so positive things happen to you. See what that says on the back? Mark and Mark's Tarot Deck Part 2. See that? Look. Stay positive so positive things happen to you. It was like the third card in. See that? Look. If you believe, you shall receive. I keep telling you, but you don't listen. You just hear the words coming out of my mouth. See? Nobody listens to Mark. I'm tired of being positive. That's what my sister used to say. Man, during her divorce, I used to say, look, you need to be positive so positive shit happens. I'm fucking tired of being positive. Fuck being positive. I'm sick and tired of shit. I pray every day, nothing fucking happens. Oh, well. Deal with the devil then. Be negative then. See what's gonna happen. All right, I don't see Lisa here. So next is Destiny, and then after Destiny, I have Marley. But Lisa will be in here eventually, I guess. She said she has to think of a question. All right, so next I have Destiny, and after Destiny, I have Marley. All right. Don't be giving me those damn emojis. I ain't listening to that. Yes, DB, she is. She's a sweetheart. I just don't want nobody to take advantage of her kindness. And I tell her that all the time. Don't let these people take advantage of your kindness. Some people will, that's for sure. But she knows. She's a grown woman. Because a lot of people on these YouTube streets, they love people like her. Gimme, gimme, gimme. And then when it all blows up, they'll be like, oh yeah, fuck you, woman. I don't care about you. I don't give a shit. You know? Destiny, what you got? What's your question? Because I'm waiting for Lisa, but I don't see her. So you're next. What I used to say is, gimme, gimme, never get. Don't you know your manners yet? If you don't, I don't care. I'll pull down my underwear. Hold on, I'll check. Nina, I've been up to no mischief, unfortunately, but I've been up to work, home, chilling on here every day. I've been swimming in the pool, working out, and yeah, life is good. I'm okay. I'm healthy. You know, everything's good. My nephews are all doing good. How's your little one? She must be big now. But yeah, always good though. I can't complain. I don't really have anything negative. Just people around me that are negative. That's all. But I'm not around negative people. I get rid of. And I have some pain in the asses in here that I deal with every day. But they're not disrespectful. They're just pain in the asses. She's 4 now. Oh shit! Time's flying by. Dang. So she's in nursery then, or she's going to nursery this year, or she's in nursery. Well, when do you go to nursery? Like 4 or 5, right? Shit, time's flying by. Man, everybody in here prayed for Nina so much. When Nina was pregnant with her daughter, Nina was in the hospital. I don't know if you want me to tell this story, but it's nothing like it's just I want to share your blessing. That's all. So I've known Nina for a while now, and when Nina was pregnant, she wasn't really expecting to get pregnant, and she got pregnant, and she had a lot of complications. And she came in here one day when she was in the hospital, and she was having some complications. So we all prayed for her and prayed for her every day. And then bang, she had the baby and everything was fine. And now she's fine and the baby's fine. See, the power of prayer can make everything happen. See that? Emergency C-section, 6 months pregnant. See? And everything's fine. Her daughter's fine. She's fine. Everything happened. We all prayed like crazy because Nina was in here regularly back then with all my other friends. And I'll never forget, she came in here and we were like, "What? You're at the hospital? Oh shit." And Nina's like, "I'm praying for my life. I can die too. And, this is not good." And so, yeah, we just all prayed in here and prayed and prayed and prayed. And back then we had a really good crew in here as well. And we all prayed like crazy that day. And then a couple of days later, she said she was fine. And now she has a beautiful daughter and she's fine and everything's good. See? Everything happened through prayer. See that? You believe and you shall receive. Sometimes you got to go through a lot of bullshit to get what you want. See? And that's the blessing. That's the blessing of it all. So I just wanted to share that story with you from Nina. Let me see. You said the question is in the PayPal. Let me see. Well, the PayPal you sent me, Destiny, it says this payment from Destiny is pending. So it didn't go through yet. It's pending. So that's why I don't see the question. It says, "We apologize for any inconvenience. A part of security measures we need to review, blah, blah, blah." Some bullshit. Sometimes this happens. PayPal acts crazy. So if you haven't used it in a while, it could be acting up. But if you want to type it in here, I'll do it in here. It's cool. But it says it's pending. But it doesn't show me any question or anything. Well, if it says pending, that means it'll go through. But it's pending. Like it'll happen, but it's probably not gonna. Yeah. You can go ahead and ask. And it'll probably go through like later on tonight or tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's good. You're good. If it said canceled or like no fun, if it says pending, that means I'll probably get it tomorrow. That's all, which is fine with me. I don't care. I'll keep you updated or whatever, but it's not a big deal. It's all good. You're my slay queen, so you're good. We good. I just wish I had the question here, but it's not here. So, yeah. But if you don't, yeah. Remember, if you type it in here, you can always retract it later, You can always get rid of it. If you want to, you can send it to me on Instagram if you don't want to type it in here. But it's cool. So, yeah, she's going to go to preschool then. That's cool. Preschool this year. So next month, she should be going preschool, or this month or next month. Time flies, huh, Nina? I hope you're doing good, too. But, yeah, I'm good. I'm just working, staying out of trouble, getting rid of negative shit and people, and I'm good. Same old shit, different day. I see all the posts and memes and shit you send me. When I have a chance, I'll look at them and I'll laugh. But people send me so much shit on Instagram that it's hard to keep up with everybody. All right, so you said if I apply to city management assistant, would I get it? Or should I wait on better job? All right, let's check. Well, it's telling me that you're not going to get that job if you apply for it. And the reason why you're not getting it, because they want somebody that's already accomplished in that field, like has experience and older, and maybe like a male they're looking for. But I'm getting they'll probably turn you down, probably because of your age or lack of experience in that department. Even though you have your masters, they want somebody like experienced in that field. Yeah, so that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I get that they want an experienced older male, but they don't want no women, and they don't want anybody who doesn't have experience. Well, there's always a job out there. Don't give up. So if I were you, I would still apply for it, because at least you're gonna be in the system if they need you. So I would say apply for it regardless. Well, see, that's the thing. See, you went to college, you got all these degrees, and then you're like, where the hell's my job? You know? That's why I tell people sometimes it's like such a pain in the ass to deal with. How does your feet look? Does your feet look good? You can get some feet pics on OnlyFans. And you can say slay. Lily, she says, not OnlyFans, no. Oh shit. I'm only teasing. Fever, that's something that a lot of people should do. All right, let's see what we got here. As far as like love and stuff like that, I know you're worried about, whether or not you're good enough, or whether or not you might be appealing enough to someone, or whether or not something's wrong with you, or whether it's something like, you feel like nothing's going right in your love life. And it's going to probably stay that way for the next couple months. And the reason for it is because the people that you find, or the people that find you, are not realistic people. They're not real people. They're not people that are really, you know, uh, as real as you can be, or real as you are. And I'm getting that when you deal with somebody, their thinking pattern might not be equivalent to yours. Or you might look at this person and say, I'm wasting my time. It's like you write them off already with just talking to them for a couple times or a couple days. And maybe you run out of ideas to talk about with a person, or maybe they run out of ideas talking to you. So you kind of feel that conflicted energy in love. So that's why you're not really finding it the way you want to. Another thing is, I'm getting that the guys that you're dealing with, they've gone through the destruction of others. They've gone through like weaknesses, and they've gone through the degrading parts of their life where a woman has degraded them to nothing, say, hey, you're a loser, or you're this, or you're that. And they're afraid of being with you, and, you know, having the same thing happen. But it's saying here that if you keep your desire and your determination to find that strong love, then you'll attain that goal one day. But you have to make an intelligent choice on the person that comes into your life. You got to make a choice where you got to say, I'm going to do something different this time to see if it works, because I really feel like this is going to happen. And I always tell a lot of women that sometimes, everybody says that, oh, yeah, the man is supposed to approach the woman. The man is supposed to do this. The man is supposed to do that. But sometimes you get really decent men that if a woman came to them for once, or if a woman said something to them, they would probably be like, okay, well, she's interested, good. Or you just get like a vibe, like, cause man, me when I actually I shouldn't say it, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna say it anyway. But yeah, sometimes when a woman likes a guy, they get fidgety. They'll play with their hair, they'll fix their hair, make sure they look good. So if you see a guy do that to you, like he might, you know, make himself like fidgety or look good around you, the guy's already trying to impress you anyway, which is common sense, right? That's what people do. So if you get that reaction, then you already know that that person has some type of way for you. But like I've told you in the past, when you're not getting any love in your life, love yourself and keep doing the things that you need to do to make your life better, and love everything, every minute of what you're doing. And then that person will eventually come into your life. You know, people have been telling me that for years. And, I'm optimistic. And there's some times where I'm like, nah, I don't want you. I'm good. And then there's other times where I'm like, I should have gave her a chance, but nah. So, sometimes you do it to yourself. But if you feel like, so from now until October, I don't get anything significant in your love life. So I don't want to look too much further than that. But from now until October, I don't see anything significant. Like anybody really being a suitor or somebody that you can like really be with. But guess what? You're young. You're in your 20s. You're a beautiful young lady. You're smart, and you'll get somebody eventually will be like, oh dang. You know. Somebody might be like, oh, your name is Destiny? You are my destiny. Somebody probably used that on you already. Welcome back, Teresa. Well, that's the thing. Don't try too hard. But, yeah, I'm sure they used that. I would have used it too. But try not to worry about that too much. Yeah, Teresa, I told you everything's good. Yeah. I don't know if you heard me. I'm about to answer Marley right now. Well, not now, but after Destiny's last question. She's next. Oh, it's your mom's birthday today? Tell her I said happy birthday. You should tell her to come see me. I'll give her some cards and shit. Tell her come see me tonight or tomorrow. I'll give her a reading for her birthday. Tell her come see me. She came in here not too long ago. I would say maybe like I think it was last month she came in here. Like about 2 or 3 weeks ago she came in here and said hello. I think it was on Instagram she saw me. It wasn't on here. It was on Instagram. I went live on Instagram like 2 weeks ago and was washing my dishes and shit, and she came in there and was talking shit and having fun. I think it was on Instagram. I don't think it was on here. I can't remember. And I said, I saw your daughter. She goes, oh, that little brat, she came in here? I was like, yep. She didn't tell me. I said, yeah. She was in here. Yeah, she was talking smack. You know, she likes talking shit to me. I like your mom. She's funny as shit. All right. Oh shit, you asked your question. I was looking for number 3. My bad. You said for the last question, is there anything my grandma has for my mom? It's her birthday. Oh yeah, I read. Oh yeah, you said it's your mom's birthday. Duh. It's all right, Teresa. You can always go through me to get to Marley, and I'll just send it to Marley like I did anyway. So it's fine. It's all good. But all you have to do is like write her name in there. But maybe you have to put a space in between your her name, or maybe you don't have to put a space in it. It depends. Like it's all about how you write it. So if you write it different, it won't show up. PayPal's crazy like that sometimes. You have to be very specific on the name. Yeah, if you try both, then it could be like some dumbass shit. PayPal be drunk sometimes, you know. So, all right. Nina, yeah, I've had Paris was in here the other day. Ninja. Uh, I spoke to Caddy and SR the other day. It was their birthdays, and I spoke to them. They came in here briefly. Who else? I don't know. I can't remember really, but I know. But we still have some of the old crew in here. Yeah, yeah. Lucky's in here. I don't know if you remember Lucky. Lucky's back. She was lost in the Matrix. Now she's back. But yeah, I got some people like every now and then they'll come by and say hello or whatever. Sometimes I talk to him on Instagram a lot. Yeah, we'll talk over there. Yeah. So yeah, there's still some of the old crew around. Destiny, you said for my grandma, do I just let my mom ask that I didn't know how to word it? I mean, I can get a message for your mom. You can relate it to her. I mean, that's up to you, but that's what you asked me, so I can do that. I mean, it's up to you. She can come in here and I can, sort it out when I see her, or I can just give it to you now if you want. Okay. Hmm. Your grandma says that your mom might feel like 50-50 at times. Like some days she's okay, and some days she feels kind of like, you know, thinking about people that's disrespected her, or like it's almost like she's saying like she's still worried about a woman that disrespected her, and she like wonders if that woman is gonna do some bullshit to her again. and she wants her to like stop thinking about that. Yeah, like she doesn't want your mom to get like, to think about things that she can't change, or think about people that have done bad things to her, especially a woman. I'm getting. She says there's like a evilish, nasty woman that she probably doesn't like or has beef with or something, and that this person, like, she might be worried if this person's gonna be vengeful again or do something else. But if she thinks that, then she's like gonna, then like it's gonna keep bothering her, keep haunting her. And the reason this woman probably doesn't like your mom is because your mom is genuine and she's a real, decent person, a good mother, a good sister, a good, you know, uh, daughter. But she also said that even at home, she could have like issues at home and she doesn't know if she needs to change something or if things are going to change. She might be like expecting the unexpected all the time or worry too much. So it could be like her worrying too much about a lot of things, but she should be just thinking about herself. Like your grandma says that she's such a good woman and a good person, and she should just keep dwelling on that and not comparing herself, or even if she's not comparing herself, but if she is, it's almost like your grandma saying like tell her to like just focus on her life and leave all the bullshit out of it. But maybe she has a problem with that, like leaving the negative out. And if she got emotional, maybe she keeps thinking about that shit all the time. She needs to detach from it. But there's something about where she lives right now that she feels like she has no stability at home. So if she doesn't have stability at home, that's where it's got to start. So if she has to change things at home or change something at home that will make her feel better, then that's what she has to do. But with her personally, like your grandma says that, look, my daughter is a person who, you know, is a good person, but she might get into situations where it makes her overthink and be like, what the fuck, like why did this shit have to happen, or why did this person do this, or why it has to be that way. So she doesn't want her to ask the question why, just keep focusing on herself. And the reason why these things happen to her is because of the decent person that she is. She might get hated on by a sister or a cousin or an auntie or whoever. There is a woman that can't stand her, and she knows that, and she must be like, why the fuck this woman hates my guts for, like, or why does this person just shut the fuck up already? But your grandma says that she needs to get over that. Could be a past thing, or could be like some bullshit that she's dealing with. Well, it's a person who likes to cause harm, and it's that I see it being more the ex instead of the stepsister. It's like it seems like it's a mother, but if the stepsister is a mother now, then it could be both of them. It's a motherly figure, so it's somebody who is a mother, or somebody that is like a person who's very deceitful, and yeah, so it could be like both of them, but it's just if the person has like dark hair, then I would say that's who it is. It's a person with dark hair, and they kind of look like a bitch too. So yeah, I get like an image of a person that has like a dark hair. She has dark hair, and she's like, mm. Like, you can tell she's like screwed up, biatch. Yeah, like they just gave me an image of her face, and she looks like one of those bad bitches. You know, but yeah, like I said, your grandma wants her to focus on herself and let that shit go. If your mom has a problem with them, and tell her to like try her best to not even like put it in her energy. She's got to have that kiss my ass mentality. Like, whatever, bitch. Say whatever you want, do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. That's how she's got to act. I don't know if your grandma was tough, but if your grandma was tough, then maybe she needs to rub off on your mom. Or tell your mom she needs to be more like her, like your grandma, like her mom. I feel like your mom has like a soft heart. She doesn't want no bullshit, but it finds her. From how I've listened to your mom and dealt with her in the past, I feel like she's such a good person, but she probably lets negative shit get to her too much. Which people do, man. It's just it's just a human thing to be. But anyway, nothing bad, just bad people. Maybe that's bothering your mother a lot. That's why your grandma said those things. Your grandma doesn't want her to dwell on that shit. But yeah, tell her come see me. Tell her I'll be here tomorrow or whatever. If she can't make it today, obviously it's her birthday today, but tell her come see me tomorrow and I'll hook her up. I'll give her some cards and stuff. Tell her Marky got her back. You're welcome, Destiny, no problem. And just go out there and try and find a job. Just apply to everywhere you can. Apply to whatever you want. Even apply to that job that I said that you might not get. You never know. Yeah. I actually see you getting a job from now to the end of September. You'll have a job that you like. So either way, you're going to have a job. You're going to have a decent job that you like by the end of September. You just might not like the women there. So it looks like you'll get a job between now and the end of September, like something that you like. But the women there, you might be like, oh my God, bunch of bitches here. But you'll love the job though. But that you got to listen to what my mom always says, and she's right. Doesn't matter what job you get, there's always going to be one or two people that you're going to hate. It's life. I don't know anybody in this world that has a job that they love and the people in it. So, but I'm getting that you're going to like the job. It's going to be nice, but you might not like the people there, which is cool. Fuck them. Fuck them all. All right, Marley, you're next. And let me see what you asked me here. I got to scroll up. Scroll up. All right, you says, is Gage going to get his job as a sales rep in the near future? He submitted his resume and got a call back. No date for interview yet. All right. But being that he's already put in the energy and he submitted the resume and got a call back, so let me try and find out what's the date for the interview and if he'll get this sales rep job. All right, cool. All right, thanks for reposting. You're good at this, Marley. Marty be like, look, guys, you need to repost your shit. She's taking her own advice and her own thing. Look. Yeah, exactly, Destiny. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Teresa. You don't work with a bunch of biatches, see? But if you did, then you probably complain about, those women that you work with. But you're blessed to have your career and your one client, so that's good. That's like me and my business. I only have a few clients, and I like them all. I ain't got to deal with nobody aggravating me. But when I did work with other guys and women, I always had a problem. It was always people that just didn't want to work together. Yeah. Well, there's always gonna be hatred, It's sad. It's always gonna be jealousy. It's the way it is, you know. But the best thing to do is do your job, shut your mouth, and get it done. That's all you gotta do. Make your money, and don't say shit to no. Don't try and be nobody's friend at work. Fuck that shit. Just make your money and to hell with these people. So Marley, I would say that he's gonna have more communication coming his way this month. Like I feel like they're gonna call him again and set up an interview, and they're gonna like him, and they're gonna offer him a job. So I am getting that he by the end of this month, it looks like he will have an interview, and he will like be offered this job as the sales rep. But let me see when he will actually like work there, or like let me look into it a little further. I'm getting like I'm getting him getting an interview by the end of this month. I don't know when he wants this job, right? I don't know when he wants this job, but between now and September, I don't see him starting this job yet, but he's on like that list, as someone who that they consider it. I don't know if this makes sense because it's not. It's like it's kind of like telling me that like the job won't be available until maybe later. Tanya, what happened? Who's after who? There's no. I have Lisa next, but I haven't seen Lisa. But Lisa, if you're here, let me know. But if not, uh, yeah, nobody's after Marley. I'm still waiting on Lisa, but I ain't seeing her. Fuck. Sorry, Diamond. My two cars went flying on Diamond. She's like, ugh. It's all right. It's not gonna hurt you, baby. Maybe you can give me some luck on the cards. Hey, Dan. That's weird. Okay. All right. So, Marley, I would say that they said there was one person on their way out. But did they say when? Yeah, because I don't see this person like getting out this month, September or October, right? So let me see if it's actually going to be like between October and November. Let me check. I don't know if he wants to wait that long or whatever. Like, I don't know. I'll sort it out right now. All right, cool. It says right that in October, right, they're gonna let him know what the deal is. Okay, well, yeah, cool. So I would say that they're gonna interview him by the end of this month, right? I see a possible interview with him this month. They're gonna get his information and they're gonna tell him, look, this is the deal. We definitely, want you to have this job. You're on the list, but you might not get it until October because that's when this is gonna happen. So it could be around October where he gets. But I do feel that these people are gonna keep him in the loop. Like, they're gonna talk. They're gonna, message him, talk to him, ask him things. Keep him informed and stuff like that. I feel like this is a place where they're not gonna just let him slip away. I think they want somebody like him, somebody young, somebody like that can do the job. So I would say that the interview is probably coming up this month, and then they're probably going to tell him, "Hey, can you start in October, or can you be like an apprentice, or can you like come in part time at first, or can you come here in October and learn the ropes, and then go from there." So I feel like he actually won't be working there until October, which is right around the corner. Really, day is fucking flying. So I would say in the next 2 months, he's gonna be like a part of this place and job. But interview first, then I would say like I don't know if there's like a pre, like how you go in and like you get the interview and they say, okay, well, before you actually get this job, you got to go through uh like a pre, whatever. I'm trying to find the fucking word, but like a training process. That's what I wanted to say, like a training process. He might have to train in October to take this person's position over. So they might say, hey, look, you got to come in October. We'll show you what's going on. You know, this is what you're going to have to do. This is how you got to do it. Like train him first. And then by the end of the year, obviously, he's going to be working. So I would say, and that makes sense where they say 6 months, because I feel like, October, September, October, November, December, that's 5 months. So by the time October comes, it looks like he'll be, training into the position. And then he should be ready to go. I know, right, Destiny? Time's flying. It's crazy. Pretty soon we'll be saying Merry Christmas. No, no, no. Please, no, not yet. Not Christmas yet. Please, no. So yeah, Marley, I would say that it looks good. I didn't get nothing bad or no. I didn't get no hell no. But what I did get is that he will get an interview, and he will, get communication by these people. And for them to call him back already, then that's a good sign. So I would say things look good for Gage as far as like that stuff, all that stuff. The community, just make sure he communicates back when they communicate. Because I got communication is the key with these people. So that way they know he's not like bullshitting. Don't be bullshitting, Gage. Get on it. So yeah, otherwise that Marty looks good. Looks like he'll be fine. He's gonna be alright. Looks like he'll get it by October. So you gotta let me know if that's the case. It could also mean like it could also be like him getting the interview and then they say, okay, we want you to work here, and then in September he starts training, and then October he gets the job. Could be that way too. It could be either way because the way the cards say it, it's like, you know, it's like it's a possibility between now and October to actually work there. So we'll see. Leave that man alone, woman. You should go sleep too. That man probably went to sleep and said, I ain't got no time for this damn woman. You don't have to speak to him every damn hour, you know. Give that man a break. Give Papi Chulo a break. Let him sleep. You done this shit last time. You're like, Mark, he's not calling me back. Next thing you know, everything was fine. You worried too damn much. Leave that man's deal alone. Let that thing rest. Let that man not see you on his phone every 5 seconds. Get your ass to sleep, woman. Anything for you, Tanya. I love you too, Maria. Especially when you sleep. So when you go sleep now, that's when I love you the most. No problem, Tanya. I wouldn't let you down. All right, Maria. Sweet dreams to you. Dream of Walter Chulo and Marky Chulo. Besos. Thanks, Teresa. I appreciate you bringing your friends by, and I'm glad to help them. And I'm glad it all worked out. I appreciate you. Da-da-da. And just remind me to give you some oracles tomorrow when you come in. I'll remember to give you some oracles tomorrow, Teresa. I know you like the oracle cards. I'll give you some tomorrow. I know I've been busy tonight, but tomorrow I'll make sure I give you some oracle cards. She's right here, Destiny. She's right beneath my feet, right here, sprawled out right in front of me. I already smelt her ass. Her ass is literally right underneath my nose. This damn dog got out of her bed and came right next to me and sprawled out right now. She has to be right next to me every damn day. She's my shadow. Freaking pain in the ass. Damn nuisance. I can't move my camera. I can't move my thing down because it'll fall. But yeah, she's right here. Yeah, I'll take a picture on my phone. No problem, Teresa. I want you to remind me so that way I don't forget. Look. Look at this fat piece of bacon. Literally right. That's my shorts right here. Look. See my shorts? And then the ground right next to me. Look. Literally right next to me. This fat piece of bacon. Yeah, she's thick. She's spoiled right here. She's literally right here. The cards fell right on her because she's right here. Yeah, she's my fat. I called her a fat piece of bacon. Good night, Teresa. Take care. Slay. Tanya, I got your donation. Thank you. What you want Marky to look at? Na, 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 na. She's been a good girl today. I have to admit, she's been a good girl. The retrograde's over, so hopefully her stupidity's over. Because she's a fucking pain in the ass. She really is. This retrograde's been very annoying. Let me turn off my TV real quick. My dumbass TV lost. I need to keep seeing the highlights of the cut ass. Oh, good Lord. It's not easy. Okay. My question to you is, why you just don't message him and say, hey, Jay, it's me? Why you just don't message him on TikTok and say, hey, Jay, it's me, Tanya? And say, I just want to let you know you inspire me every day. Thank you. Well, why didn't you tell him that? What's wrong with that? You tell me I inspire you and I help you and you know, even put me on your 75-inch TV screen and shit. So if you told him that, then how could he not know who you are? You're confusing me now. Oh, Lord Jesus, help me. Help me, Lord Jesus. All right, no problem. I'll check for you. I'll check for you. All right, let me check, see what's going on. I'm getting no, he doesn't know who you are. No. Nope. He doesn't know who you are, and he doesn't really like care to know, or like he doesn't like try to find out who you are or anything like that. He probably has multiple people telling him that they inspire him and shit like that. But I'm not get. I gotta know. I got a strong know that he doesn't know who you are. It's almost like he. It's almost like he didn't even check, or he doesn't even like worry about things like that. Like he knows that it's like when you're on TikTok. When you're on TikTok, it's like you can look on somebody's profile, but it'll say viewed profile. So if he viewed your profile, you can see if somebody viewed you. So if he viewed you, that means he's trying to find out who you are, or he wants to see who you are. But if he didn't view your shit, then he probably don't even care. That's another way you can know. And even if he did view you, he'd probably be like, "Oh, I don't know who this person is." You got me? So yeah. So if he ain't viewed you, that confirms it that he don't know who you are then, because if somebody really wants to find out who you are, they can view you. You got me? Like my profile gets viewed every single day. So does everybody else's on TikTok. A lot of people's profiles get viewed every day. I also get that he knows some people in his chat already, but he doesn't know you. Like he doesn't know it's you. But I asked, like, does he know people in his chat, like, personally? And it says yes. And it's mostly guys, not women. Yeah. Like, if he has a girlfriend or something, he probably just has his girlfriend in there that he cares about, and like himself, and maybe like his best friend, guy friend. But he doesn't really go like worrying about who's in his room or who's like viewing his shit. Like he could care less. That's what it's telling me. Like he could care less if who's in his room or whatever. Okay, well there you go. Yeah, because I get a woman that's very like close to him, so you're telling me that's his fiance, so that makes sense then. Speak of the devil, look, see, look, Destiny Diamonds right here. You good, baby? She went to her bed. There you go. You got to see her. Yeah, so that makes sense, Tanya. That it's him and his fiance. That's why he probably doesn't view your profile, because he has a fiance and he ain't worrying about no women on there. And then I get like he's very happy. He gets a lot of good news and good feedback, and he feels perfectly fine. So that's probably why he doesn't give a shit. So that makes perfect sense. Yeah. So there you go. Like he's not worried about nobody on there. I'm getting that he doesn't give a shit about who's on there and who's watching him. He just cares about his fiance and his best friend. Those are the only three people he's worried about and cares about who's in that room. Everybody else he doesn't really, care to be worrying about them or anything. So yeah, that's what I got. So that makes sense. Cutie. She gets comfortable real quick. She just lays there and like, yeah, I'm on my bed. I'm good. Pain in the ass. Anything else you want me to check, Tanya? You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Or you want a message or something or Oracle? Or you're good? You let me know what you want. Okay, cool. Yeah, he seems like he's doing good. Seems like he's getting good news. He's accomplishing things. I got all positive stuff on him personally and his fiance. Looks like he's doing very well. I got all upright cards because I asked about him personally, and it looks like everything's good on his end. So yeah, that's nice, Tanya. I'm glad for your friend. So that's good. I'm glad. Yeah, so that's good. But you don't have to worry about him like looking at your profile or searching you or anything like that. Looks like it's fine. Oh, here you are. Now you want to come here. I've been calling your damn name. Lisa, you here? Lisa, you ready? You just wanted me to save the best for last, didn't you? What am I gonna do if you said, can you ask if I'm going to have to help my ex with a court situation before the end of the year? Okay, let me see. It's okay, Tanya. It's all good. I'm just glad that the cards told me the situation, and I know you don't like. I know you like to be private, and that's perfectly fine. That's cool, and I don't need to know anything. That's cool. But I totally get it. It's fine as long as it made sense, and as long as you're happy with whatever I said, and obviously, I saw that he's only worried about himself, his friend, and his fiance. So, and you said that he was with his fiance, so that's good. But you don't have to worry about your identity being released to him, so that's good. Some things are best unsaid. Lisa said I like scrolling. All right. I'm getting my bed after this. Too much 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, I'm getting a yes that he wants you to help him get over some court situation. So I'm getting yes, he does want you to help him by the end of the year, and it could be literally the end of the year, like December, because I got the number 12 here. So it says you might even be helping him like Septemberish. but it could also mean like there could also be some like disputes and back and forth, like whatever this what did you say, a court situation, whatever this court situation is, it looks like it's still going to be like some delays in it. So that's why I see by the end of the year, I would say yes, you might be able to help them, and it could literally be like December. Oh yeah, that's good, Tanya. If you don't want him to know, then he won't know. The only way he's gonna know is if you tell him. Okay, if it was like a domestic thing, then yeah, I would say I got domestic quarrels, and I got like arguments and harassment, jealousy, shit like that. No, that's fine, Tony. You don't have to apologize. It's all good. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, like some bullshit. But it looks like he'll be fine. Looks like he'll win the case, or the case will be in his favor, because I don't even have a woman here. I got a male being, you know, I got a male getting over. So it looks like he'll be fine. And I do see you, if you want to help him, you can help him. But yeah. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning here. But Lisa, I see possibly December or before. From now to December, you might be able to help him in the court, or if you want to help him in court, you can. But I do get number 12 here, so that tells me December. And even if it isn't in December, it could be close to December, or between now and December. But if I get like 12, it usually means December. That's the only number I have here. So, like I said, it's up to you if you want to testify. You know, if you want to help him, you can. It's not like a guarantee, because you don't show up in the cards. There's no women in the cards. It's just a man. And it's like you ask me if you're gonna if you can help him or you will help him. It says yes, you can. So it's up to you. You know, it's up to you. If he asks and you want to help him, you help him. You know, it's not saying you have to. It's saying that the court date is like December. Your question is, will I be, will I be helping him? It says yes if you want to. Yeah, it's up to you. Only you know that answer. So even if you get called to testify or not, it's up to you to go. You know, it's up to you to go or not. So if he asks you to go and you want to go, then go for it. It's totally up to you. Oh yeah, that's my friend's channel. It's called I'm Hungry Now. My boy Tony. Shout out to Tony. If you guys want to learn how to cook, go see my Portuguese Tony friend. He teaches you how to cook. Shout out to Tony, my brother. Yeah, he's married to Star. Yeah. Yeah, it's a food channel. Yeah. Shout out to both of them. Love you guys. Well, it's up to you, Lisa, to testify. It's up to you to go. It's up to you to deal with it. It's still up to you. The cards ain't going to tell me whether or not you're going or not, because that's still up to you. I can tell you, yeah, you're going to testify, and yeah, you're going to go. And then at the last minute, you be like, fuck that, I ain't going. You know? So it's really up to you. It's more of, a yes that he could use you, but it's still up to you to say yes or no. You can say yes, and then he can say, "Hey, look, I'm kind of craving you. I want some coochie. Like, well, let's hang out." You be like, "Oh, that's why you wanted me to testify. You want to get some coochie? No, you see, you're fucking around. I ain't testifying now. No, because you didn't ask me that, woman. What did you ask me? Don't be another Maria, please." What am I gonna do with you? You didn't ask me that. You told me he's in trouble. Please, Jesus, help me, man. Help me, Jesus. You're the one telling me he's in trouble. And then you're telling me, but do you see he's in trouble? You're telling me he's in trouble. So how you gonna ask me? The cards are gonna answer the damn question. It ain't gonna tell me his whole life story. What's wrong with you, woman? I answered the question. Now you're asking me three different questions. Speak of a pain in the ass. No, they shouldn't. I'm only gonna answer the question that's being asked. Now she's like, whatever. How you gonna ask me, right? But do you see he's in trouble? But yet in the same breath, you're telling me he has to go to court for for this misbehavior. You're telling me he's in trouble. So how's the cards gonna answer a question that you haven't asked when you're already telling me he's in trouble? Anyway, I'm going to sleep. I've been on here for like 2 hours. It's time for me to go sleep. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow, right? Well, then that's your answer. There you go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have a good night and a good day. And I should be here tomorrow at some point in time. Dan, thanks for hanging out, brother. I know we didn't get to chat too much, but I know you said you had a good dinner. So that's good. At least your belly's full. All right, good night, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Destiny, good seeing you always. And tell mom happy birthday and come see me. And strippers always got money. You need to go back on duty. Good night.